Are you tired of living paycheck to paycheck and feeling like you're drowning in debt? Do you want to take control of your financial future and finally achieve peace of mind? If you're ready to transform your financial life, then you don't want to miss our animated summary of the Total Money Makeover by Dave Ramsey. This isn't just another financial advice video. It's a step-by-step playbook that guides you out of debt and into a life of saving, investing, and giving. By watching this video, you'll discover the proven strategies for building your emergency fund, eliminating your debt with the debt snowball method, and paving the way to financial independence. Say goodbye to the stress of financial strain and hello to the freedom of being in control of your money. From busting widespread myths about money and debt, to learning how to protect yourself and your family with a full emergency fund, and investing wisely for your future, this video covers it all. We'll also share inspiring stories of real-life transformations that show you're not alone in this journey. Don't let another day go by feeling uncertain about your financial well-being. Watch our animated summary of the Total Money Makeover and start on the path to a total financial transformation. Your journey to security, wealth, and generosity begins right here.
Before we dive into the first idea, if you are a visual learner, you have to check our app, Morphosis. We have animated book summary videos for the best self-development and business books. Click the link in the description to get a 7-day free trial and learn from hundreds of animated book summaries. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel so you get notified when we upload free videos.
Idea 1. Denial is not just a river in Egypt. The concept of denial is not just a river in Egypt stems from the humorous play on words that denial, while being a famous river, is also a common human reaction to uncomfortable truths. When it comes to finances, many people often refuse to acknowledge that they are facing money problems. It's easier to ignore red flags such as mounting debt and living paycheck to paycheck than it is to confront the reality of the situation. The idea here is to urge individuals to face their financial challenges head-on. To start making positive changes in one's financial life, it's important first to stop pretending everything is okay when it isn't. This means taking a hard look at where money is coming from and where it's going, recognizing if you're spending more than you earn, and admitting if you're relying on credit cards or loans to maintain your lifestyle. The goal is to push people to get real with themselves about their money so they can begin taking the necessary steps to correct their course. Acknowledgement of the problem is the first crucial step towards financial recovery and resilience. Without accepting the truth about one's financial health, making a successful plan for a turnaround is almost impossible. Only by breaking through the barrier of denial can someone start to take control of their finances and work toward a better financial future. Idea 2. Debt myths. Debt myths are widely accepted beliefs about borrowing money that the book challenges. One of the first myths tackled is the idea that debt is a tool that can be used to create prosperity and that it's a normal part of life. This myth suggests that items like credit cards, car loans, and student loans are necessary to get ahead. The book argues against this by pointing out the dangers of relying on credit and how it adds risk and stress to life. Another myth is that you can't build a good credit score without taking on debt. The book insists that a high credit score is not essential for financial success. It suggests that being debt-free and paying for things with cash is a better strategy in the long run. The myth that says you should keep a small balance on your credit cards to increase your credit score is also debunked. The book tells readers that paying off your credit card in full each month is the best approach, not carrying a balance. The idea that car payments are a way of life is another myth the book disputes. The belief here is that most people will always have a car payment, but according to the book, it's better to save and buy a car with cash rather than commit to never-ending monthly payments. Lastly, the book counters the myth that it's impossible to go to college without student loans. Instead, it promotes seeking out alternatives like scholarships, working part-time, or attending a less expensive college as ways to avoid the burden of student loans. By challenging these widely held beliefs, the book promotes a radically different approach to debt and personal finance with the aim of leading readers toward a debt-free life.
If you like the video so far, give it a like and subscribe to our channel so you get notified when we upload more animated book summaries. Also, leave a comment if you agree or disagree with the ideas of this book. We read all your comments. Thank you for your support. Now let's continue.
Idea 3. Money myths. Many people believe that if they make more money, all their financial problems will be solved. However, the idea here is that earning more doesn't necessarily equate to financial security or wealth. It's not about how much you make, but how you manage what you have. Plenty of high-income earners are just as broke as those making much less because their spending scales with their earnings. Another common belief is that good debt and bad debt exist. The book challenges this by stating that debt is debt, no matter the form it takes. The notion that taking out loans for education or a mortgage is always a good investment is questioned. Indeed, it's possible for these types of debt to have negative effects on financial well-being. Credit cards are often seen as a normal part of finances, and the perks they offer can seem attractive. Yet the book dispels the myth that people need to build credit or that credit card reward programs benefit the user more than the issuer. The truth is, plenty of people pay extra in interest and fees, which outweigh the rewards they receive. A further idea is that you need to have a good credit score to survive financially, that it's a measuring stick of your economic health. The argument made is that you don't need to take out credit to live a financially stable life. Instead, what matters is staying out of debt and being disciplined with savings and investments. Lastly, there's the belief that you can't become wealthy without inheriting money or having a highly paid job. Personal discipline, hard work, and smart money habits are presented as the true path to building wealth, irrespective of one's income level or background. Wealth comes from consistently living below your means and saving diligently, not through shortcuts or windfalls. By challenging these myths, individuals are encouraged to take control of their finances by changing their behaviors rather than relying on outside circumstances to improve their financial health. Idea 4. 2 more hurdles. In the part about overcoming 2 more hurdles, the discussion centers on internal and external factors that can stand in the way of financial progress. The first hurdle is about taking on fear. Many people are afraid of what might happen if they change their approach to money. Will they have to give up their lifestyle? What if their plans don't work out? The book tackles these fears head-on, encouraging readers to face them rather than avoid them. It suggests that fear is normal, but it can be conquered by taking control of your financial situation. The second hurdle deals with the way people are influenced by advertisements and marketing tactics. Every day, companies are trying to sell something, often suggesting that spending money will make you happier or more successful. This part of the book urges you to be aware of these messages and not fall for them. It emphasizes the importance of being critical of marketing and not letting ads dictate how you spend your money. Staying focused on your own goals and not what companies want you to value is a big step toward financial health. Idea 5. Save $1,000 fast. To begin fixing your money issues, Ramsey suggests that you should quickly save up a small emergency fund of $1,000. This fund acts as a safety net that prevents you from falling further into debt when unexpected costs come up, like a car repair or a medical bill. The aim is to put money aside as soon as possible. To achieve this, you might need to get creative and make some temporary sacrifices. You could sell things you don't need, work extra hours, cut back on eating out, or find other ways to save money. The point is to make saving this initial $1,000 a priority over other spending. Having this cash cushion gives you peace of mind and frees you to focus on eliminating debts without worrying about the next financial surprise. Remember, the $1,000 is strictly for emergencies, so once you use any of it, you should prioritize replenishing the fund back to $1,000 before moving on with other financial goals. This step is the first milestone on the path to getting your finances in order. Idea 6. The debt snowball. The debt snowball is a method for paying off debt that focuses on tackling debts one by one, starting with the smallest balance and working up to the largest. Here's how it works in simple terms. Start by looking at all your debts except for your mortgage. Arrange them from the smallest amount you owe to the largest, no matter the interest rate. The key here is to focus on the size of the debt, not the cost of the debt. Every month, Make the minimum payments on all your debts. This keeps your accounts in good standing. But then take any extra money you have and put it towards the smallest debt. You throw as much money as you can at this one to get rid of it quickly. Once the smallest debt is gone, you don't just enjoy the extra money in your budget. Instead, take the total amount you were paying on that first debt, both the minimum payment and any extra you were adding, and start putting it towards the second smallest debt. This snowball effect means you're now paying even more towards the second debt without having to find more money in your budget. You keep doing this, rolling over payments from debts you've cleared to the next smallest balance. As each debt disappears, the amount you're putting towards the next debt gets bigger and bigger, like a snowball rolling downhill and growing in size. By focusing on one debt at a time and creating momentum with each debt you pay off, you aim to feel more encouraged as you see debts disappearing. This approach is designed to create quick wins, which can be really motivating and keep you committed to your debt repayment plan. It's not about the math or trying to save on interest by paying off high-rate debts first. It's about behavior change and seeing results. This method taps into the emotional side of paying off debt, giving you confidence and a sense of accomplishment as you watch each balance fall to zero. Idea 7. Finish the emergency fund. The concept of finishing the emergency fund revolves around building a financial cushion that can cover 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses. This is for protection against life's unexpected events, such as job loss, medical emergencies, or major home repairs. To start, it's important to understand why a full emergency fund is needed. Small emergencies happen often, like needing a car repair or having an appliance breakdown at home. A full emergency fund ensures that you have the money to deal with these without going into debt. Creating such a fund calls for discipline. You should figure out how much money you spend each month on necessities like food, housing, utilities, transportation, and insurance. Then multiply that number by 3 to 6 to get your emergency fund target. To build this fund, you might need to cut back on non-essential spending and find ways to save more aggressively. This could mean dining out less, skipping vacations, or holding off on big purchases. Also, consider ways to increase your income, such as selling things you don't need or taking on extra work. The money should be kept in a place that is safe and easily accessible, like a savings account. This way, you won't face risks like stock market fluctuations with this money, and you can get to it quickly when an emergency strikes. Once you have a full emergency fund, you can move forward with more confidence in your financial life. Having this safety net will help prevent you from slipping back into debt in case unexpected expenses occur. It's like building a financial wall around your life that keeps you protected. Idea 8. Maximize retirement investing. Once you're free from all debt except your home and you've built up your full emergency fund, the next step is to start growing your wealth for the long term, with a focus on retirement. This means taking a good portion of your income and investing it. The suggestion is to aim for 15% of what you make before taxes. What's important is to use retirement accounts that offer tax advantages, like a 401k or Roth IRA, where your money can grow over time without being taxed every year. Starting early is key because the more time your money has to grow, the more you will benefit from compound interest. Think of compound interest as your money making its own money, and then that new money making more money, and so on. It's a powerful way to build wealth over the decades leading up to retirement. Be sure to choose good growth stock mutual funds with a history of strong returns. Diversifying across different types of funds, like international funds, growth and income funds, aggressive growth funds, and growth funds, can help balance the risk and give your investments the best chance to grow. Avoid touching this money for reasons other than retirement. It might be tempting to dip into your retirement savings for a big purchase or in response to a financial emergency, but this can significantly set back your progress. Remember, these funds are for your future security and lifestyle when you're no longer willing or able to work. Finally, be consistent with your investment. Set it up so that a portion of your paycheck automatically goes into your retirement savings. This makes the process effortless and ensures that you continue to invest regularly, which is crucial for building your retirement nest egg over time. Idea 9. College funding. When it comes to paying for college, the advice given is to plan ahead and save systematically. The book suggests using tax-advantaged savings accounts like educational savings accounts, ESAs, or 529 plans to put away money for children's education. The key here is to start saving early so that the investment can grow over time, making use of the power of compound interest. It's important to choose the right savings vehicle. ESAs allow savings to grow tax-free if they are used for qualified educational expenses, but they come with contribution limits and income restrictions. On the other hand, 529 plans have higher contribution limits and can also offer state tax benefits, but they're a bit less flexible regarding the choice of college and spending the savings. The guidance also encourages parents not to neglect their own financial well-being in pursuit of funding their children's education. It's stressed that saving for retirement should not be sacrificed for college funding, as there are no loans for retirement, whereas there are for education. Thus, prioritizing retirement savings first is crucial. It's also pointed out that students can contribute to their educational expenses through working, scholarships, and grants, which can lessen the burden on parents. The aim is to get through college without student loans, as debt is seen as a significant hindrance to financial growth and freedom. The idea is to make smart and early decisions about saving for college to avoid the pitfalls of debt and set children up for a solid financial start post-graduation. It's critical that any college saving strategy aligns with the broader principles of staying out of debt, investing wisely, and planning for the future. Overall, the approach towards college funding is proactive and strategic, emphasizing the importance of starting early, investing wisely, and avoiding debt. Idea 10. Pay off the home mortgage. The idea behind paying off your home mortgage is straightforward but powerful. When you make the commitment to eliminate your mortgage, you're deciding to live completely without debt. This is a big step toward financial security because a home is typically the most expensive thing people own, and the mortgage is often their largest monthly expense. To tackle your mortgage, start by making sure you have no other debts and you have an emergency fund in place. Once you are in this position, you can start putting extra money toward your home loan. Any extra cash you have, whether it's from a raise, a tax refund, or money saved by cutting back on expenses, can go toward your mortgage. The reason for paying off your mortgage early is that it saves you a lot of money in interest over the years. Interest is the cost of borrowing money, and the longer your mortgage lasts, the more interest you pay. So, by paying off your mortgage faster, you reduce the amount of interest you pay. Moreover, without a mortgage payment, you have more freedom each month. You can choose to invest more, save more, or give more money to causes that matter to you. You're also in a safer position if you face financial challenges like losing your job, since your living expenses will be much lower without a mortgage. Additionally, owning your home outright gives you a sense of security and accomplishment. It's a tangible asset that can't be easily taken away from you, and it's a place you can call your own without owing anything to a bank or a lender. Lastly, getting rid of your mortgage can have psychological benefits too. Instead of the stress that comes with large debts hanging over your head, you gain peace of mind knowing you are completely debt-free. It's a foundational part of building wealth and ensuring a stable financial future for yourself and your family. Idea 11. Build wealth like crazy. Once you've reached the stage of having no debt and a fully funded emergency fund, you're ready to focus on growing your wealth. The idea is to make your money work for you through investments. This means putting your money into places where it can grow over time, like retirement accounts, real estate, or other investment opportunities. Without the burden of debt payments, a significant portion of your income is now freed up. This income can be channeled into investments that have the potential to earn more money over time. Investing is about playing the long game. It often involves putting money into stocks, mutual funds, or other assets and letting it sit and grow. The emphasis is on consistency and smart choices. Regular contributions to your investment accounts, especially when it's done over a long period, can harness the power of compounding interest, where not only your initial investment, but also the accumulated earnings from your investments earn additional interest. It's important to understand the types of investments you're making and to be comfortable with your level of risk. Some people may choose to invest more conservatively because they want to minimize the chance of losing money, while others might be willing to take on more risk with the possibility of higher returns. Another key point is to avoid any kind of get-rich-quick mindset. Instead of looking for the next big thing, Investing wisely is about making steady, informed, and disciplined decisions. Even if it seems slow, this approach can build significant wealth over time. While building wealth, you're also encouraged to avoid lifestyle inflation. This means resisting the urge to spend more just because you're earning more. By maintaining a reasonable lifestyle, you'll be able to invest even more and increase the speed at which your wealth grows. Lastly, the growth of your wealth sets the stage for generous giving. With increased financial resources, you can choose to make a positive impact on others through charitable acts, setting an example and leaving a legacy that goes beyond mere monetary value. Idea 12. Live like no one else. The concept of live like no one else is about enjoying the fruits of your financial discipline after you've worked hard to get out of debt and build wealth. When you reach this stage, you've diligently followed a strict budget, paid off all your debts, saved for emergencies, and have been investing for the future. Because you've done all this, you now have the freedom to make choices that others can't. This means that you can choose to work less and spend more time with family, travel more, pursue hobbies, or even retire early. It's all about having the financial independence to make decisions based on what you value most in life, without being held back by money concerns. The phrase is also a nod to the sacrifices one has made earlier on in the process. When you were in the thick of paying off debt and living on a tight budget, you were living unlike the average person who might not be as disciplined with money. So now, when you've achieved your financial goals, you have the ability to live better than those who never took control of their finances. The phrase encapsulates a sense of achievement and the ability to enjoy life in ways that are meaningful to you. This step in the financial journey is also about having the power to give generously. With no debt and a strong financial foundation, you can help others more easily without compromising your financial stability. It's not just about living a life of luxury. It's also about having the capacity to make a difference in the lives of others through giving.
If you like this video, make sure to check our app, Morphosis. It has hundreds of videos like this one, and you can watch it with the 7-day free trial offer we have. Just click the button in the description and start learning today. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel so you get notified when we upload free videos.